Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about pretty much my Tomy and Trackmaster Thomas and Friends collection, particularly the engines side of course, that collection, to which, yeah, by the way, I've only decided to only do the engines, of course, that one, because, well, my Tomy and Trackmaster Thomas and Friends collection is just so massive. I think it will actually take forever to actually go through all of them, and of course, its own individual video. But needless to say, I've actually had a good time, and of course, talking about the ones I've actually got, and I say it's actually a really great way to celebrate the show's 100th episode in its entirety, to which I'm actually really proud for actually letting us make it that far. That is actually really incredible, and again, thank you all so much for, of course, all that. So yeah, I guess with that being said, if you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there, over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down in the description box below if you want to go and check it out. So yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. In fact, yeah, this episode is actually quite a long one for sure, but yeah, again, 100 episodes right about now. I can't believe we actually make it that far. That's actually quite nice. Oh, and to the people I've actually mentioned, of course, the previous episode that may have already got offended by, of course, what I've actually said. I do indeed apologize for what I say, and I know I'll never actually do all those again, so for the love of God, please don't kill me. I beg of you. I have a life to live, you know. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of the show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I guess it's after the absolute madness with the show's 100th episode right about now. I say it's back to business as normal for, of course, this show right about now. As, of course, well, I might as well talk about different items that I want to talk about for, of course, this show right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, that's pretty much what I can do right about now. And for today's episode right about now, we're actually going to be talking about something that actually did hold a place in my heart, especially, of course, when I was a little kid, for sure. And thankfully, with some massive inspiration I got some time ago, I think it's actually quite fitting that I would go ahead and talk about this in its own episode right about now. So I bet all of you are wondering what exactly I'm going to be talking about here today. Well, I think for today's episode of the show, we might as well go ahead and talk about this. So yeah, what I actually have here is, of course, a really nice 9-inch posable figure that I got. That is, of course, on Mickey Mouse. So yeah. I think it's actually quite fitting that I would go ahead and talk about this one for today's episode right about now, and thankfully, seeing how it was covered in dust, seeing how it's been sitting on the top of my shelf for quite a long time, I thankfully managed to clean it up just in the nick of time for me to talk about this one. So yeah, and of course, seeing how I do have it in my hands, I think we might as well go ahead and do that. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, before we could go ahead and talk about this wonderful figure right here, I think it's actually quite clear that judging from the way I'm showing it right but now, I think we all know exactly who Mickey Mouse is. Yeah, that's right. I mean, who doesn't know who Mickey Mouse is? He's, of course, pretty much Walt Disney's most iconic character that he's actually created during his time. And even nowadays, Mickey Mouse has remained as, of course, the central icon for Disney in its entirety, for sure. I mean, hell, I dare even say I can even take 3 circles, 1 large one and 2 small ones, compile them together, and I knew exactly from those three circles alone, I know who Mickey Mouse is. Just by 3 circles alone. So yeah. I guess either way, Mickey Mouse actually still remains as, of course, a really recognizable icon for, of course, Disney for sure, and yeah, even I myself have actually have a really strong love for Disney for sure. I always love pretty much a good majority of their animated feature films. I really love the nice collaborations. Of course, Pixar in producing some really good stuff. And let's not forget to mention the theme parks they've established all around the world are really fun to go to for sure. And yeah, that's just to name a few right. But now, oh yeah, let's not forget to mention even worked out, of course, some projects on other properties they've actually bought out, being, of course, Marvel, Star Wars, and 20th Century Fox, to which, yeah, the latter is, of course, now established as 20th Century Studios, but I'm not complaining, so yeah. I mean, sure, they did have some ups and downs every once in a while, some of the down ones is, of course, most, not all, but most of their live-action remakes on their anime feature films, but that's definitely saying a whole lot for sure. I'm just getting, I'm probably way too ahead of myself right about now, So yeah, whatever the case may be, I am definitely one of the many people out there who actually has a really strong love for Disney in its entirety for sure, and yeah, quite fitting that I would actually talk about this figure that I got based on, of course, what I actually said. So yeah, and I guess a lot of you guys are wondering where exactly did I actually get this figure that I hold here right now. Well, I guess I might as well answer that question with another question. Are you familiar with, of course, a certain touring show that's been going around for a long time where, of course, you take almost everything you love about Disney, but also, but mainly put them in, of course, a show with a bunch of figure skaters? Yeah, I think you can pretty much get the idea of course, where exactly I'm going with of course, this one. But for those who don't, I'm, of course, referring to, of course, Disney on Ice for sure. So yeah, just in case you actually don't know what Disney on Ice is, think of it as basically pretty much, taking pretty much almost all of the animated feature films and even some stuff from Pixar on a few occasions, but also put them on ice and have a bunch of figure skaters play all these characters and stuff and actually recreate the stuff from the movies that you actually watch and enjoy. So yeah, it's more along the lines on that, and I gotta tell you, it's actually really great fun for sure. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that Disney on Ice is, of course, a really interesting one that is, of course, really interesting to bring up. And let's not forget to mention, I remember as a little kid, my family and I would, of course, go up to Syracuse and actually pretty much see a new Disney on Ice show that would actually stop there almost about once a year. So yeah, quite frankly, it's almost a part of my childhood that Disney on Ice has grown on me as a kid for sure. So obviously I might have actually stopped seeing those shows because I must have gotten older, or we've got other stuff that got in the way, whichever we prefer. However, I think pretty much from early 2012 all the way until late 2014, I had a little bit of a revival on, of course, Disney on Ice for a short while, and And a few of the shows that I've actually seen were actually really good, and I'm actually quite thrilled on, of course, what I've actually seen for sure. And again, I might have actually stopped seeing those shows for sure because, well, I was too occupied by, of course, my classes at college, and not to mention my outside life that kept me busy for sure, but I know for sure that Disney on Ice is, of course, still one part of my childhood that I actually really do love and enjoy, and yeah, I really did miss actually seeing Disney on Ice shows nowadays compared to how I've actually viewed them as a little kid, but they're still pretty much great fun, and who knows, I think probably somewhere down the line, if I go for another revival of seeing Disney on Ice shows, I would definitely be up for seeing it, and hell, I dare even say, if I have kids of my own and I want them to be raised on like how I was raised for sure, I would definitely take them to actually. I do indeed apologize for the little technical issues that we've had while I'm recording this episode right now because, well, my microphone is, of course, glitching out on me, and I did manage to get it resolved right about how, though, yeah, I guess given to the state of my mic right about now, I really need to get that looked at, so boy, I really hate it when, of course, the microphone glitch out on me when the battery in that dies for sure, so whew, boy. Really hate it when that happens, but now where was I? Oh yeah, I think pretty much going back on a subject right about how, like I said, if I ever pretty much, as I was saying before the microphone actually glitched out on me, I think I actually would say that pretty much when the time comes, yeah, pretty much when the time comes, I would definitely be up for, of course, pretty much going for another revival of seeing Disney on Ice shows in the near future, and hell, I dare even say if I ever have kids of my own and I want them to be raised on like how I was raised as a kid, I would definitely love to, of course, take them to a nice Disney on Ice show in the near future. Almost like you would actually go to one of the Disney parks, except you don't have to afford plane tickets and hotels and stuff to actually go down there for sure. They would actually come directly to you, but a much cheaper price for sure. So, but yeah, whatever the case may be, I actually do have a strong history with, of course, Disney on Ice for sure, and thankfully, with, of course, my main inspiration to, of course, one YouTuber that I really love and enjoy, TPMvids, who actually did make a video talking about the history of Disney on Ice, I figured that actually would inspire me to actually do an episode of course, this show where I talk about this thing right about now. So yeah, to TPMvids, if you're watching this right about now, thank you so much for inspiring me to, of course, make this episode right about now. And yeah, I guess we might as well go ahead and talk about this figure right about now. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, for starters, just to kick things off right about now, I think it's actually quite fitting that we might as well go ahead and talk about on where exactly I actually got this figure. Well, I guess pretty much based on my knowledge at the top of my head, this was actually during the time I've actually had my second, pretty much my revival of course, seeing Disney on Ice shows pretty much some time ago, pretty much going back to early 2013 when, of course, I actually got to see the pretty much an updated version on one of the more popular shows they have, which is, of course, their 100 Years of Magic show that they did. Now, obviously, I know for the fact that they did change the name sometime later after I saw it, but it was still great fun for sure, and I was lucky enough to actually get this as a really nice souvenir right around after seeing the show. And let's not forget to mention, if you look right in the corner right here, yeah, that cereal box that is leaning over there right about now. Yeah, believe it or not, that actually used to have popcorn in that that I was lucky enough to eat up. Yes, you heard right. I actually did get myself a pretty much a cereal box full of popcorn around the time I've actually seen the show, and it was actually quite delicious. So yeah, I guess it's actually quite fitting that I would actually mention the hag for sure. So yeah, I guess for the case of this figure right now, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about this because, well, it is the main focus for, of course, today's episode. So yeah, I guess you can clearly see right about now, it really does look really incredible, and I can tell right about now, it is, of course, well, Mickey Mouse being, well, just Mickey Mouse for sure, and yeah, I think from what I'm actually seeing, everything from, of course, the head all the way to the nose, the eyes, the mouth, to all the way down to his shoes right now, and yeah, everything else that I actually can mention for sure. I can immediately tell the hag I am definitely looking at this as Mickey Mouse for sure. So yeah, and of course, I'm actually really thrilled on, of course, how well it actually looks from the front and the back, and everything else from what I'm actually seeing. It actually does resemble Mickey Mouse flawlessly, and I can immediately tell on how well detailed they actually put in this figure. And while seeing of how it is a posable figure, I think there's one other thing I should mention. Oh. Alright, yeah. Yeah, looks like, believe it or not, I think pretty much the arms and, and I think probably the feet and even the head as well is, of course, nicely adjustable right about now. So yeah. Yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing for sure, I'm really impressed on how it actually looks like, of course, I can pretty much from what I'm seeing, based on the arms, I can actually see how, excuse me, so, yeah, I can second to how I will want Mickey Mouse to, of course, pretty much hold down his hand, almost like he's going all sorcerer apprentice for sure, and, of course, I can do the same thing for, of course, the other arm as well, which I have to say is actually quite nice, though. I do find it quite odd that given to his other hand from the way I've actually posted for sure, it almost looks like he's holding nothing at all. And of course, I can do it both ways for sure. Almost like he would actually conduct a orchestra for sure. So, and yeah, I think I'm even quite thrilled, of course, on the feet as well. Like, of course, I can bouncing out by going side to side, or of course I can go straight ahead for sure. So yeah, and of course, seeing of how I did mention the head, let's go ahead and move that. And yeah, I have to say I'm really impressed on how adjustable the head is, though. Yeah, I think I do find it quite creepy that I would go around all the way for sure, but I guess either way, I'm of course pretty much pointing that out as a little issue for sure. Maybe I think they could have actually maybe having a stop somewhere where, of course, I can have Mickey turn his head that way, and of course have it stop that way for sure, just to avoid any chances of his head spinning around in a circle, which would make it a little less creepy for sure. But everything else I can say for him, but now actually did turn out well. So excuse me. So yeah, I guess with, of course, what I'm actually seeing right about now, I have to say I'm actually quite impressed on this wonderful figure that I actually got. I mean, sure, I think maybe some parts of it could have been fixed up a whole lot more, but hey, I say it does work well as a really nice figure for sure. Alright, so I guess with all that said and done, I think overall I'm actually really impressed by this 9-inch posable Mickey Mouse figure that I got right here. I think with, of course, what I've actually seen for sure, it really does work well, and I dare even say it's, of course, a really nice souvenir that I actually got in my hands for quite some time now, and yeah. pretty much as someone who actually has a strong love for Disney as a little kid, all the way until now as an adult, and still does even to this day. I say this is actually really incredible to actually have for sure. So yeah, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who actually want to have their hands on, of course, this figure. I know that there's plenty of other people out there, let alone some little kids in general, that actually do have this figure in, of course, their hands, like not just on Mickey Mouse, but also on any other Disney character in a nutshell for sure. So yeah, whatever the case may be, I'm actually really impressed on, of course, this 9-inch posable Mickey Mouse figure. So yeah, I guess if anything, if you do want to get this, if there's one available, like I said, I'm sure the kind people over at one of the Disney on Ice shows would actually have the hose for sure, but in case they don't, I'm pretty sure sites like either eBay or Amazon might actually have these, but in different versions for sure. But yeah, if you got the time and the money, I say definitely pick this one up for sure. It's actually quite an interesting item that's definitely worth adding in for sure as another addition to your figure collection. And of course, well, it's a good way to actually have Mickey Mouse in your possession for sure. So yeah, I can mainly tell by his face he's really happy to be in anyone's collection for sure. I know he is with mine, so yeah. Haha. Alright, so I guess with all that said and done, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and of course, as usual, if you have any constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future, then by all means, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future, then go ahead and send me an email to this email address, backley95@hotmail.com. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos in the near future, as well as, of course, plenty of other stuff that I got going on in my end outside of all that, then by all means, go ahead and follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, if you want to show your support for me and see some sneak peeks to videos that I got coming up in the near future, as well as, of course, some awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget, then go ahead and support me on Patreon at patreon.com/AckleyTagTV. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future, then by all means go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on the notification bell and select all notifications, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode of What the Pickup, and definitely tune in next time for sure, as well, given for the fact that we've taken a break from it to focus on something Disney related, I think we might as well go back to something Thomas related for the next couple of episodes, and actually talk about a couple of sets that I actually do have that I do feel like that they actually deserve their own episode of course, this show. So yeah, I'll leave you at that. So I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.